Yo, what's up, bro? So pretty much, this is just a video about a statement that I made in a previous video saying overworking doesn't exist, just under recovering. Well, of course, this statement isn't fully true, but it is true to a very large extent. So you can't be working out 10 hours a day. You can't be going to work for 16-hour shifts. That's just inhumane and not enough time to recover for the next day. But pretty much, my experience with this is obviously in the gym. This happened, I'd say, about late last year, so I was upping my routine. It was once every 2 days, and then after a few months, I upped it to 4 or 5 times a week, and then I increased the length of my routines and jumped to 6 days a week. Some people will call that crazy, some people will be like, oh, that's the norm. But yeah, this was big for me. And pretty much, I got injured within a month of doing it. I think it was about after 3 weeks. And I instantly thought, oh, I'm a dumbass. I was overtraining, obviously, 6 days a week. That's nuts. I wasn't overtraining. Matter of fact, I work out more now than I was back then. It's the fact that I wasn't recovering properly. I wasn't eating right at that time, and I wasn't stretching at the end of the day. I wasn't doing anything. I was just going into the gym and out. Wasn't watching what I was eating. Wasn't going to bed at the right time. Wasn't making sure that I was getting enough sleep. So pretty much, with recovery, it is rest and recharge. So, and I guess prepare, because you need, if you're going for a run, let's say, you need to warm up for that run. That way, it will be easier for you tomorrow when you're running again, because your legs won't be as stiff. So, prepare would simply be stretching, warming up, using a lighter weight on the bench press before you go to your actual rep range. And that's a preparation, that's just out of the window, it's very basic. Then it's rest. This is simply just making sure that you're sleeping enough, or just resting your mind, because the mind's important too, even with fitness. So, honestly, I meditate. That's the way I rest my mind. Or maybe even reading a book. Just a huge don't would be no hyper-stimulating activities. This is video games, scrolling through social media, drugs, anything that's like extremely pleasurable and sadly common in today's society. And then the last thing would be recover. This is simply just making sure that you're eating right. This is something that I was horrible at. I was honestly so bad. Because a lot of people don't realize, but eating bad and training, that will have a large effect on how effective you train and how likely you are to get injuries, or like how well that training will go. And obviously drinking enough water. So I'm just editing the video and I noticed that I missed out something. With recovery, it's not just eating the right foods, but I would also recommend stretching after every day. This is if you really want to avoid injuries. There's a reason why, if you guys know who David Goggins is, there's a reason why he's able to run 7 days a week, not get injuries, and he's able to just stay on his grind. It's because he meditates an hour every night before he goes to sleep. Or I think it's 2 hours. It's one of those two. And he stretches every single night as well. Recovery is important. Please, just... if there's anything I want you to take from this video, it's that. Discord in the description. Click this video right here. And peace.